Hello, hello, my crafty friends. It's Dion at the Blushing Mint. Welcome in, welcome in. Hey, friends, do you recognize this? This is my idea journal. Do you have one that kind of looks something like this? And you're like, hey, Dion, what the heck are we going to do next with this thing? Well, friends, today we are going to tackle the cover. But first, hello to everyone. Welcome in. Thanks for being here. I so appreciate each and every one of you that continues to turn in and continues to subscribe and check me out and join me and all those other things. Sorry, I just had to get off my chair. I had to go find this Christmas journal that I've been working on that I didn't finish, that I set aside. So anyway, but yes, thank you guys for being here. Thank you for being a part of my channel. Thanks for jumping in and checking me out. I just appreciate each and every one of you guys so very much. So anyway, you guys, several of you have reached out to me. Hello, Maybeth. Hello, Kathy. Shelly. Oh, geez. There's so many of you, and I'm so sorry I don't keep a list of everybody that I chat with. Frequently. I should maybe do that, but I'm not good at it. So I'm not going to make any promises. But you guys have been reaching out and just checking in on me and whatnot. But a couple of you have asked, hey, what are we going to do with the cover of this thing? And hey, I have an idea, friends, so let's do it. So I did not do the cover of this journal on video. This was a challenge journal at the end of the season, and so I didn't do the cover, but you guys have asked me about how I did this cover, and I'm like, I promise I will get a video out. So friends, without delay or with a lot of delay, today is going to be the day that we are going to do the cover like this for our idea journal. So here is what you need to do this. You need 3 pieces of chipboard. Now this is a fairly thick chipboard, friends. This is not like a standard weight chipboard. This is more like a standard weight chipboard. This is like the back of a notebook or the back of packing material. This is sturdier than that chipboard. Can you see the difference in millimeter ply there? Anyway, and I don't know what it is, friends. I bought this, I mean, years and years ago, and I don't have the packaging, so I don't know. But what you need is you need to measure your spine. So you need to get your ruler out. You need to measure your spine. If you guys are using the Reader's Digest books, like I think many of you did, just follow my tutorial. It is 1 5/8 wide by 7 5/8 tall. And I think I went ahead and I did 1 3/4 just because this is pretty expansive because of what we fit in here. So I think I did 1 3/4 by 7 5/8. You need 3 of those. You need 1 for the spine, 1 for each of our sides. Okay, because this is a wraparound. So there's 1 on the top, 1 on the spine, 1 on the back cover. Okay, so we need 3, cut the same dimensions. So I've done that. Okay, then this is optional, friends, but because this is how I create, I like to make sure that I'm starting from the right place. And so I have this gummy packing tape. I bought this off of Amazon. It came in like a 500-foot roll. And this is like box tape that like you get it wet and it sticks. So I am actually going to use this to make sure that my spine starts out in a straight line, okay? Because like this is always a challenge for me because y'all know that I have a crooked eye. So I'm just going to spray some water on here, and all that's doing is activating that gum layer. So then I can lay my spine in here in the middle-ish, in the middle, doesn't really matter, as long as my piece of tape is long on both sides so it can fold over. So I'm going to lay the spine in there, make sure the sides are wet, because then I'm going to lay the sides down, giving a gap. You want a gap between the spine and your back and your front covers. It doesn't have to be a huge gap, but I think the gap on this specific cover and back needs to be a little wider than normal, just because this journal is a chunky monkey, and this is just going to give us a little extra wiggle room when it wraps around and whatnot. So you see on your spine here, this is a gap between your front cover and your back cover. So we want to make sure that we're allowing for that gap. So I give it 1/8 to 1/4 of an inch, depends. Then I'm just going to moisten these, make sure that they're wet, and I'm just going to fold them up. And that is going to keep all of these in place for me, so then I don't have to jostle them about anymore. Look, there's our spine, friends. Look, it's like that. Like, come on. Okay, so anyway, if you don't want to do this, friends, you don't have to do this. You can just glue it right onto your fabric. No big deal. This is my way. I always show you my way, even if there are mistakes, etc., etc. I show you how I do it, and you can adapt it to what's going to work best for you and your application. So now I basically have my spine. Now what I need to do is I've chosen this material, I've chosen this fabric, because a lot of my papers kind of have that pinky teal color to them, and they do have a little bit of Paris theme going on. And so I have this fabric, and this is the fabric that I'm going to use. Now I am going to see this a little bit through, because my fabric is not a super heavy fabric. It's on a whitish pink, very pale background. So I'm going to see the brown through that a little bit. If that bothers you, use a darker fabric. This is an idea journal, friends. So for me, I'm not picky about it. It's about the process and how I did it that matters to me. So what I want to do now is I want to take and I need to attach my fabric. I'm going to start with Fabri-Tac. Now, the other thing you need to be aware of is that if you do not smooth your glue out, or you know, like brush it on or whatever, you are going to probably, and you're using a light colored fabric in particular like I am, you're going to see that glue through the fabric. So you need to just be aware of that. I'm just giving you all the details I possibly can. So what I'm going to do, I'm sorry guys, FYI, I'm in Montana. So for those of you who are new, I am in Montana. It's currently -20 plus below zero right now. Nothing in my craft shed wants to participate. So my glue is like frozen. It's like solidifying as soon as it's hitting the board, because it's so stinking cold here. It does not want to come out. Yeah, so, and I do have my heat on in here, but at -20 something below zero, yeah, nothing nothing wants to play nice, including myself. But I've been promising this video, and FYI, my husband's home because it's too cold to go to work, and he's been on the phone, and that just drives me crazy. So yeah, I had to come to my shed. Like, I didn't have a choice. Like, I needed to come out to the shed. So anywho, not that you guys all needed to know that. Bless my heart. Bless my husband's heart. He's the greatest thing ever. But yeah, I can't sit there and listen to him on the phone. Now, I cut my fabric wider, about and a half an inch to an inch wider all the way around than what my spine is, okay? And I want to take a bone folder and I want to find those creases, and I want to make sure that I am working in those creases with my material, because I want my material to be creased in there so that when it closes, my material all works around. So just lay this out here, and then you're going to snip your little corners here. You're going to snip up, kind of like to miter the corner. And oh my gosh, my scissors are all such trash. I still haven't done anything with them, my friends, and I need to, because they're so unsharp now. I've been terrible about taking care of them. So you just miter those corners a little bit, because we're basically going to just bring this up. And so we're going to fold these up and glue them in. Now on the inside, because this is the outside now, this is the inside. On the inside, I'm not so careful about, or I don't necessarily care about my glue my glue showing through, but on the front, I definitely do. So, okay. So then you're just going to fold this up and cover each of these edges. I hope this is making sense, guys. I don't know. I didn't even really think about this. I just knew that this is the video I was going to film for today. So, anywho, hopefully you can follow me, or you can rewind 100 times and catch what I'm putting down here, friends. I don't know. Okay. So then I'm just going to fold this up, make sure that corner comes out nice. Put a little more glue out here. This was a little longer than I thought it was, because I still want it to be glued down. I don't want it to come up on me. Okay, so I hope you guys are doing okay, and if you are in Montana or any of the other states that are getting this frigid temperatures and terrible storms, I hope you guys are staying safe, staying inside, and taking care of yourselves, because this is nothing to laugh about, that's for sure. All right, friends, so there is essentially my spine for my book. Look at it. It's so beautiful. Okay, but now is what you have to plan for. So, sorry, I got to get that glue off my fingers because I just don't like that feeling. Okay, so now we have the covered spine piece of this. I have to decide, because I love, love, love the inside covers of this with the papers that I've chosen. I really had to think hard about this, because do you want to cover the front pattern of your book? A lot of these Reader's Digest books have beautiful, beautiful patterns on them. And I thought a lot of long long and hard about this because I'm like, this is okay with me. I don't mind this at all. But then I thought it is an idea journal, Dion, and it is about giving people the ideas of how to do these things. And so it truly doesn't matter to me. It is about the idea. And so I want to make sure that I'm showing you guys the process. If you were doing a full journal cover of this for yourselves. Sorry, I need a drink, friends. Lemonade, lavender, lotus. Got it. Even though I should probably have some chai tea, hot cider. Yeah, not me. Lemonade, lavender, lotus. Lavender, lemonade, lotus. I don't know. Anywho, so I decided I'm going to cover the outside and the inside of my book so I show you guys how it's done. Now, I've gone ahead and I have cut my pages in the interest of time on this video. So these are going to be my inside matte pages here. Okay. And this is going to be my new cover page. But look at it. Come on. Tell me that is not gorgeous together. So, anywho, while this sits and dries a little bit more, we're going to cover the front and back cover of this journal as well. Oh, my dog is moaning because he's cold. He's out here in the shed with me. My husband went to the grocery store. I cannot go to the grocery store with my husband. Oh gosh, that's like an all-day project. He goes up and down every aisle 975 times. He comes home with 10 times more than what he needs. And I just don't have the patience for that. So he went to town by himself. So Cooper is out here with me today, just until he gets home. So, oh, sorry, I was looking out the window to see if he was home. Sorry, so my head's in the camera. All right, so now, in order to do this, I cut my cover pages 1/2 of an inch to 3/4 of an inch taller than my book cover on 3 sides because I can't cover here. This is going to cover here. I can't do anything in here in the crease of the spine. So what I need to do is I just simply need to I had this kind of planned out. Which one was going to be which here? I think this is my top. Yeah, this is my front cover. I had these planned because I didn't want a lot of writing on my front cover. So what I'm going to do here is I am going to actually use glue stick, I think. I'm gonna try it. Like I said, this is an idea journal. If I screw it up, you know what? I'll know that that idea wasn't a good idea. Like, okay, not the worst thing that happens, but I think I'm just gonna try to do glue stick on the cover. Because quite frankly, once I get done putting the rest of the cover on and wrapping it around, it's not really gonna matter what application I used. So, and I want to get right to where the spine of my book kind of comes together because I want the closest I can get inside. So the closest I can get to in here, that's where I want that front page to come down to on my book. And I want to have about even space, front or top, bottom, and bottom. And hear that the best I can there. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in here. Same thing. I need to miter the corner so I can cover it here. And then I'm going to use art glitter glue because I'm going paper to paper here. So I'm going to layer my art glitter glue down in here. all around. And I'm just gonna fold and hold. And I want to try to get them as tight as possible to that edge of the book. And then do that last edge. Sorry guys, it's kind of hard to see that with all my pages going off here. And then where these two papers meet, I'm going to have to put a little extra glue in there where they meet, just to make sure. And same on the top here. Okay, so there's my front. Same thing on the back. I don't necessarily know that this is holding the best, but by the time I get everything on here, it's not going to matter. I don't necessarily know that glue stick is necessarily the best medium, but like by the time everything gets on here, it's not going to matter. It really, truly isn't. Okay. Same thing, right to the edge of that book page, or that cover crease. Smooth it all down. Turn it over. Miter the corner. Miter the corner. And then art glitter glue. Okay. Top comes over. Hold that down. The bottom comes up and over. Maybe if I can. Like so. And then give it a little extra insurance here. And fold that over and around. Hold it in place. Like that. So now we have a front and a back. And then we just need to mat our insides. Now for this, we can definitely use our glue stick. I'm like, what is this? Our glue stick. But I'm also going to just on the very edges, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do my glue stick right inside, and we are going to come right to the edge of where our cover came. So I can definitely use my glue stick right through there without a problem. But on the very edge, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to apply some art glitter glue. But now remember, we're not going right to the edge. We're going to come in about 1/4 of an inch from the edge of our book here. Okay, let me show you. Make sure my paper writing is right side up. I'm coming right to that edge where my paper met there, and then I'm leaving about 1/4 of an inch there on the top and the bottom and the sides, because that's how I cut this paper. It's a mat. So, and then I'm going to get my little, and we want to make sure that this is down. And I may just need to run in here with my art glitter glue and just make sure that these edges are all down. I might not have got quite far enough in there, and that's okay. That's the beauty of art glitter glue and its little tiny tip. It allows us to really tuck into those corners and get glue exactly where we need to go. Precision tip application. That is the beauty of art glitter glue. Okay, love it. And I know I'm going to have that little bit of a difference. You are going to have that little bit of a difference because there's just no way to do this, or if we do, if there is, I don't know it, and I'm not going to be that particular about it, but man, that's going to be pretty. Okay, back page, friends, back page. Same thing, right to the edge of your paper. Use your glue stick. And then art glitter glue. Right along the rest of those edges in that paper. Okay. And this is the back. Make sure that I'm not upside down or sideways or anything else with my writing paper here. Right to the edge where my paper starts there. And just lay it all down. And it is also telling me that I'm not glued well in some spots, so art glitter glue to the rescue there. Quick wipe of any excess glue. All right, so now we have a front cover, our inside cover, the junk of our journal, our back cover, back outside. All we have to do now is glue it. That's all we got to do, friends. All right, well, for that, I gotta use art glitter. I have to use Fabri-Tac. It is gonna be the one glue that I know I'm going to be able to make stick. And I have to coax my art glitter glue to really come out right now. Let's see if it will cooperate for me, friends. It is not happy glue. It's not happy glue. Now, I am not going to glue inside my the area where my board does not meet. I'm not going to glue in there because I want it to be able to flex as it opens, etc. So I'm not applying any glue inside that. I'm only applying a very, very liberal amount of glue over all of the rest of it, but not inside of that line, if I can help it, other than the fact that I don't pay good attention to some things. But okay, this is a hard squeeze. This is a hard squeeze, man. It's like parking in a really tight parking spot. It's a hard squeeze. Ooh. Okay. Good Lord in heaven. All right, glue. Are you going to stick? Are you going to do it? Just do it. That's all I ask. Just stick. Okay. So now, all you do, grab your book, close it up, line it up in the center, drop it on the desk so everything is flush. Hold and pray, friends. Hold and pray. Squeeze, press, pray. That's what you got to do. Squeeze, press, pray. Wow, I'm going to have to coin that phrase. I was like, oh, always funny till I put it on upside down, but I didn't. Oh, Lord have mercy. That would have been about my luck. Look how pretty it is. Just look, friends. It's gorge. Okay. Trying to pay attention because glue will squeeze out. If you add liberal amounts of glue like I did, I just want to make sure it sticks. That's all I want. I just want to make sure it sticks. Down. Make sure it sticks down. Covering a book, another book, is hard. So what you may want to do here is, I would highly recommend you get out some clips here, like so, and you attach these together in a few spots on the backs and the front, and you just let them sit for a period of time and let it all come together. I think that's really your best bet to ensure that everything is going to adhere and stay together. At least that's my thought. This is the first time I've done this, you guys. Besides doing it on that journal over there, which I built the whole cover from scratch. So it is a little different on a book, or it feels a little different on an actual book. It feels a little harder, but okay, so I am just going to let this sit overnight as it is. I'm going to drop some big books on top of it, and I will see what it looks like tomorrow. But I think it really is going to need that time truly to adhere together and to just set. But friends, I do like it. I do like it. So anyhow, friends, that is the cover for our idea journals. I hope you liked this video. I hope this was helpful. I hope you will try it, whether for your own idea journals or in another application. But friends, thank you for joining me. Thank you for reminding me that I owed you that video. And until the next time, friends, please happy crafting, stay warm, stay well, and we'll chat again real soon. Take care. Bye-bye.